friends, what up and welcome back to what really should be the end of my day of wear testing a product. But what happened was I filmed this entire video and transferred it to my computer to edit it, and all of a sudden it is gone from my computer. Like, I don't know how, and then I deleted the footage off of my recording device, and so I have to basically have to do this whole thing all over again. And I don't like redoing videos because I like to get my first impressions of a product before, you know, I finish my wear test and everything, so it's authentic, right? So I'm like really upset right now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give you a brief overview of the products that I got and why. I'm going to insert a video of me, which I'm gonna do at another time, of me applying the products on my face, and then I will just go ahead and give you my impressions now of everything. So what I'm talking about is Dior soft launched a few new products in their Forever category. They soft launched two new primers. They soft launched a hydrating primer and then this Velvet Veil matte primer. This is $54 and you get a full, this is $50 and you get a full ounce of product in the bottle. Let me give you kind of a swatch of what it looks like really quickly. So it looks like this. That's the color it comes out, but it doesn't stay that way. It kind of rubs in. It doesn't even leave this white cast like it's leaving on my arm right now. It does go away, and it's supposed to extend the wear of your foundation. Yeah, it's supposed to extend the wear of your foundation. It has SPF 15 in it as well. Then they also launched the new Forever Skin Correct Concealer, and I had gotten the wrong color. Clearly you can see this is the wrong color. But I used it and it works pretty well. Instead of getting 4 warm, because I'm a weirdo and I didn't see it when I went to purchase it, I got 3 warm peach instead. It's not terrible. This is $40. Wait a second. Yes, this is $40. It is a full coverage concealer. You could probably use this as a foundation also. It's so damn big. This is what it looks like. It comes with a big old doe foot wand. And it is very, very full coverage. So this is what 3 warm peach looks like. And those are the 2 new soft launches from the brand. They also launched before I get to that, so because all of my glowy foundations kind of sort of act like matte foundations for some reason. The ones that I've gotten in the past have always acted like matte foundations. I went ahead and picked up the Forever Skin Glow foundation from Dior also. I got 2 shades actually. I got 4 warm peach, but when it came, it looked more like a cool peach instead, and then when I applied it, it still kind of looked like a cool peach. So I went ahead and purchased 4.5 warm from Sephora, which is described as a, I don't remember, 10 or something like that with an ambery undertone, and I'm wearing it right now. And usually when something says ambery, that's a pretty good undertone for me. And the reason why I got it, like I said, I wanted a glowy foundation that was going to perform like a glowy foundation, and usually glowing foundations tend to make me oily. And full disclosure, before I used that today, I had used it yesterday just to see how it would perform, and I wanted to see how it performed so that I could properly tell you guys how it reacted with the primer. And yesterday when I wore it, I got about 4 hours. I got about 4.5, 5 hours of wear before I turned into a complete oil slick. So, yeah, Now, right now, this moment, what I'm going to do is I'm going to insert the video of me applying all three of these products, and then I'll come right back and tell you how my wear test went today, what I think of the products, and all that good jazz. Now, another thing that Dior launched and I picked up, and it's the big boy of the collection, they launched what's known as what's being called their Mitza collection. I'm not really quite sure what that means, but it looks to be their spring summer collection. They launched about 15 new lipsticks in different finishes, and then they launched a powder. Well, it's not a new powder, it's the cushion powder. They just did the pink one in this packaging here. And then, my bad, sorry about that. And then they launched this eyeshadow palette right here that looks like this. And there will be a video on this coming up soon. Okay, so now I am at the end of the day of my wear test. It is now 6:22 in the evening, and I've been wearing the foundation since 11:24 this morning. I believe it was either 10 or 11:24, so about 7, almost 8 hours of wear, and this is what my face looks like. So not only am I not oily, but my skin just looks like really, really glowy. And when I first put the foundation on, it wasn't quite as glowy as it is now, so it does extend the wear of the foundation quite nicely. The primer, I'm talking about the primer, obviously. So yeah, so it does extend the wear of the foundation quite nicely. And now, if you look at my face, like everything is, well, it's not gone from my nose, which is a good thing, but my nose is probably the shiniest part of my face right now. And then I have a little bit of glow here, and it's not oil. It doesn't look anything like it looked yesterday when I wore it on its own. So the primer is like a really nice primer. It does have a very serum-like consistency to it. It's one of those primers it's a kind of matte primer that I like. It doesn't start off matte, but it gets there. So when you put it on, it's more like putting on skincare. And then eventually it starts to go matte, and you know, that's how it works. Kind of like the Fenty matte primer, like that. It has a slightly floral scent, but not floral in the sense of perfumey floral, but like natural floral. So I actually really like that. Now, the concealer, I had to go very, very lightly on the concealer simply because it is about 2 shades too light. It didn't look bad in the video when I did it earlier. When I watched the playback before I transferred it, it didn't look bad. It just looked very brightened under my under eyes, which is not a look that I usually go for, but it looked really nice, and it did not settle into any lines. It didn't emphasize any of the lines under my eye or anything. I did wind up setting it because I didn't like how bright it was, so I did wind up setting it. But it did, even then, it still didn't look like nasty and dry under there. And usually when I set my under eye concealer, I feel like it looks dry, and I didn't feel like that this time. So now I'm just going to go ahead and look at it to see how it actually looks. And you know, it still looks the same. It literally, wow, oh my god, it literally still looks really nice under there. Like, it did creep up into, you know, that line that I have, but literally we've had the conversation where everything creeps up in there, so that's not new. But other than that, it's still sitting very nicely. It covers very well. I think if I had gotten the right color, oh my god, it would have been so good. I'm actually gonna send that one back, and my neighbor is watching Sunday Night Football, and he is a mess when he's watching football. Oh my god. So if you hear anything, that's him. Anyway, so yes, I'm going to be sending back that 3 warm peach shade, and I will go ahead and get the 4 warm. Even though I said it's golden undertone, like I was running away from that because I was thinking like it was going to be like super yellow under there. Usually when it says golden, it's almost always too yellow for me. But I think that would be better than this shade here that's like hyper brightening and just like way too light. But so far this concealer is the truth. I really like it. If he don't shut the hell up, I swear to god. Anyway, I really like this concealer. And yeah, so I'm gonna be getting a different shade. As for the primer, is the primer something special? It's a different kind of matte primer. I like it. I like it. That's all I'm gonna say about it. I like it. I like it. I like the primer. It is a very, very nice matte primer. Do you need it for $50? Probably not. But at the same time, why not? I don't know. I like it. I think it's a very nice primer. I think like you could use it alone on its own as sunscreen too. If you need anything more than SPF 15, I would say don't even bother. But and the tint also has a very like smoothing effect on the skin. When you first put it on, your skin looks more even and smoothed out because of that slight tint to it. So I think it would make a really, really good sunscreen. I think it would just make a really nice like base. Like if you don't want to do anything but put on like maybe some powder and use that as a base, it would look really nice as well. Alright guys, so that is it for my redone video on this new Dior Forever, these new Dior Forever additions to the line. And I actually really like that foundation. That foundation match was so good. Oh my god. It was so good. I'm so mad about the video footage. I'm so mad about the footage. Ugh. You can't ever get first impressions back. You know what I mean? And like honest reactions. So that's really irritating for me. But anyway, I do like the foundation. It was a really, really good match skin tone wise, undertone wise. Beautiful match, perfect match. The concealer is going to be perfect once I pick up my correct shade because, listen, it did not crease except for, you know, like the hereditary under eye line, which it always creases there. It did not crease. It did not emphasize the texture under my eye. It did not shift. It covered everything. It blotted out those dark circles under my eyes. She's good. She's good. Primer, once again, you don't necessarily need it, but it's nice. And there's a hydrating one too. So yeah, Maybe I should have gotten the hydrating one and then got the matte foundation. I wonder how that would have worked, but too late now. Anywho, it was a choice, and I made it. So, alright guys, once again, I hope you enjoyed my review on these new Dior additions to the Forever line. If you have any questions, ask them down in the comment section. I will, of course, answer. If you were thinking of picking any of these items up, let me know if this video changed your mind. If not, also let me know. But, as usual, it's been real, it's been fun, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.